So once you have led with a servant's heart, and once you have added value, it's time for secret number 3. And before I share this secret, I need to tell you that for years, this secret eluded me. I didn't understand it. I don't think intellectually I knew about it. And I certainly didn't practice it. But I believe in my life I always knew on some level this secret was missing. And it's the secret that kept me from plugging in to the power connection. It's the secret that kept me well networked, but not well connected. And it's the secret that kept me from transforming my life. And I never would have known this secret if not for a very good friend of mine who opened my eyes. Like many of you, I grew up in a home where the worst thing you could do was show vulnerability or show weakness. I grew up in a home that no matter what was going on with your life, you stood up tall, you put a smile on your face, and you put your best foot forward. And when I entered the working world, that was reinforced. If I wanted to be promoted, if I wanted to get to the next level, the worst thing I could do was show vulnerability and show weakness. But later I learned, without vulnerability and weakness, I could never appear strong. Without vulnerability and weakness, I could never open myself up to this third secret. And again, it was only through a friend of mine that I came to learn the third secret, which is to ask for help. Boy, that sounds so little, but it is so powerful. If you have led with a servant's heart and you have added value to others, and then you ask for help, you radically change positively the dynamic of that relationship. So how do we ask for help? First thing is, we have to admit we need it. All right, I'm going to shatter everybody's belief system in here. And I hate to be the one to tell you this, but it's the truth, and I need to share it. Superman and Superwoman, they're not real. They are characters that somebody just made up. And as amazing as you all look, I do not see a red cape in this audience, and I do not see a golden lasso. You need help. You've got to admit you need help if you ever want to achieve your maximum potential. So once you admit you need help, then you got to ask for it. I need help. 3 little words that we struggle to get out of our mouth. So I want you to think about this. I don't know what it is. I mean, were we raised that asking for help was wrong? But it's so important. You cannot reach your maximum potential if you do not utter those 3 little words. And I want you to think about something. Think about the relationships that you've got in your life, the people who are really important to you. And think about a time when they have asked you for help. Think about how that made you feel. Did it make you feel good, needed, important, valuable? Absolutely. So when you ask somebody to help you, you're giving them a gift. And lastly, you've got to be grateful for the help you've got. You need to thank people. You need to say, I don't know what I would have done without your advice. You're important to me. I appreciate you. Again, I told you, I didn't understand this secret for a long time. And I never would have gotten here without the power of my friend helping me see the importance of it. And I want to share with you the words she shared with an audience the first day I heard her, and my eyes started to open to the importance of asking for help. She was receiving yet another award for all philanthropic work she and her husband have done. And as she took to the podium, these are the words that she said. She said, "In my life, I have stood on both sides of this podium. Early on in my life, I struggled, and I had to ask for help. And it is only through my courage to ask for help that I'm able to stand on this side of the podium today. And believe me when I tell you, it's far easier to stand on this side of the podium than it is to stand on the other side of the podium. But also trust me when I tell you, you will never know the richness, the rewards, the power, and the impact of standing on this side of the podium if you don't somewhere, sometime in your life, open yourself up to ask for help and open yourself up to receiving it. Again, I am passionate about the power of connection. I truly believe that if you lead with a servant's heart, if you lead with a servant's heart, if you add value, and if you open yourself up to ask for help, you will radically, positively change your life. You will plug in to the power of connection.